From a fantasy perspective, this has always been interesting all year. You sort of look at the Saints and you say, well, I'll take Drew Brees, or I'll take Marcus Colston, or then as a one-week start, I'll start Devery Henderson or Robert Meacham. I'm just as good to get a touchdown from him as I might from Reggie Wayne from the hapless Colts, if that's the case. But when you look at their backfield, I mean, Darren Sproles has been maybe the best free agent pickup all year long for any team. Mark Ingram has proved that he's a good rookie, but Chris Ivory now comes in and gets 100 and whatever yards last week. I mean, do you pick your poison? Do you take a shot with the Saints running back if you're playing one of these fantasy football leagues in the postseason?
Well, and don't forget about P.T. Cruz or Pierre Thomas there, too.
Right,
I mean, they've got tons of talent in that backfield. For fantasy purposes, Ingram is out. He's been placed on the injured reserve. He aggravated his turf toe injury in practice right when it looked like he was going to be able to come back. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to shift his timetable around and get him back for the postseason, so they went ahead and put him on the injured reserve. So that's one less guy there. But, I really think Chris Ivory is kind of their big go-to guy when it comes to short yard situation and grind it out. They've used Sproles just like they did Bush, and he's been better than Bush. And he racked up NFL record purpose yards from scrimmage. I mean, just blew that out of the water, and he's extremely productive when paired with Drew Brees. I like this matchup. If I'm going to pick a guy, I'm going to go with Sproles just because he has that home run hitter mentality. He can break you off a long run. He's going to get tons of yardage. But if you need a stable one, the guy I go to in that group is probably Ivory.
Take a good look at Sproles' numbers, folks, if you haven't. He has 83 catches, I believe, and over 80 rushes on the year. And his combined yardage, I mean, he's one of the elite running backs in the NFL this year because he was used the right way. And this game in New Orleans Saturday night, the Saints are favored by 11. It's down to 10.5 in some places in Vegas, but 10.5, 11 points. Who are you picking to win the game, and what are you doing with the points?
I'm not going to play the points there. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than that, but I like New Orleans to win this game. I think that with the fact that it's at home, I would have given the home team advantage in either situation, and I really think New Orleans has a huge home field advantage. I've been to the Dome. It's rocking. It gets loud, and I think for the Lions, who are just making the playoffs for the first time in a long time, it may be a little bit overwhelming, and the pedigree for New Orleans wins them this game.
Okay, so you're taking the Lions with the points, but you think New Orleans wins the game?
Yep.
Okay.